Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant and we are back for some more Baldur's Gate 2. In the last episode we started the Cult of the Eyeless quest and we've reached this particularly curious looking area. And my goal for this beginning of the episode is see who we can talk to and what kind of stuff we can interact with.
I see that you have returned. Surely the one God has smiled upon us all this day.
Do you have the rod? No, I don't have it just yet. Then I suggest you return to your task until it is complete. Without the artifact, you are sighted and will never be worthy of joining the One's presence. Now, are you blind? Can I steal stuff from you and you will not notice? I appreciate this. Some scrolls. Doesn't really matter. Let's try and speed this process up. Let's just send Mr. Why are you... Come on, man. Overburdened. Let's just send Jan.
I watch you. 'Tis as if you are a dancer pinned between two panes of glass called bliss and rage.
Is he talking to Edwin?
If I am a dancer,
Oh, no.
then I dance for Shah. Take your leering eyes and turn them elsewhere, plainsman.
And as for being pinned between those panes of glass? I have loyalties that bind me, yes. Do not make bravery your downfall, male. Return to your world above. These depths are not for you. Isil forgi Harl. Okay, some random gibberish. Now this cultist
Cast off your old beliefs and be saved.
has nothing to say. The faithless who cannot endure the removal of their eyes are thrown into the pit of the faithless. There, the demons consume them and they writhe in pain forever. Ah. So this is clearly a good aligned cult, let's say. Right?
You are nothing before my god.
Sing your praises to the Unseeing Eye. Yes, yes. Okay, nothing here. Let's check out this room.
It's long past time for turnip tea. A little rest will shake
Cloud kill.
from our eyes, ache from our legs.
Okay, so just some unnamed cultists here.
I require rest. I demand we stop.
Okay, also unnamed, so nothing of much interest in this area. So, let's put the things we found in their respective places. Actually, I want Cloud Kill in the useful scroll case. And these can go over there. Give me back my booties. And we are good to go.
Patience, my friend.
Okay, so we want to go back over here. Because in the last episode, this guy over here, Gal, gave us the key. And he also gave us a task to prove our worth to their Unseeing Eye god. Which is to go into the lower levels and retrieve an item, which apparently is a rod, or part of a rod somehow, and bring it back to him. And that would apparently prove our worth to their cult without having to remove our eyes. Which I don't really want to do, right? I have no wish of gouging out the eyes of anyone in my party.
When the day be done, the day be done. How is rest, no argument.
So yeah, we use up the key.
I haven't been this pleased with a group of folks since the Cormier. What? Got it.
Check if there are traps while... I had a feeling while Corgan is lost about the place. Now, did the key get used? I'm wondering. Apparently it did. Okay.
Don't yell. It shall be done with skill and care, if not brevity.
So be it.
Okay, some interesting people over here.
Execute Order 60.
Looks like a beggar.
Bloody ready.
Wary, my friends. Someone has come before us. I can sense it.
Cesar. Now, this is the first guy that actually reacts to our party as if he's actually blind. Because he sensed us. More of you with no eyes. Are you followers of the Unseeing Eye then? No, my lord, we are not. Or perhaps it is more correct to say that we are worshippers no longer. What brings you to this place? First, tell me what you mean when you say you are no longer worshippers. My name is Cesar. I was once the one god's high priest. When I discovered the true depth of his evil, I escaped and met up with others who had left the cult. We tried to stop the Beholder. Okay, so this guy confirms that we're dealing with the Beholder here. But we have lost the senses he gifted to us for taking our eyes. We are truly blind, stumbling in our efforts to stop this evil. Yeah, that's what you get, man. This was not a smart idea, taking out your eyes. And just how are you planning on stopping the Beholder? When I was the High Priest for the Unseeing Eye, I discovered that its purpose for coming here was to gain the powerful artifact below. It is an item of such destructive power that the gods themselves determined it should not be used again. It was split in two, and this half was secreted here. It is protected against intrusion by powerful magic and beasts that live in the caverns. Many of the Beholder's followers have perished trying to retrieve it. I know, my lord, that the Beholder has the other half of the rod. If you were to acquire this half, you would be capable of wreaking terrible destruction. And what have you done here if you can't stop the Beholder from trying to get the rod? We tried to get the second half of the rod ourselves, to use its destructive power to defeat the Beholder. That is the only way to destroy the creature. The Beholder has failed to acquire the rod because the gods have cursed the item. This led to determine the artifact's true worth, or threat. Would you be willing to go below and retrieve the artifact, my lord? Can this half of the rod work without the other half? No, that is true. The Beholder's half must be stolen for the power to be used. I know of a way to do this. Retrieve the first half and I shall tell you of it. Very well, I shall return as soon as I am able. I am most grateful, my lord. We have tried, but our blindness limits us. This chamber we are in is safe, so long as the sarcophagus is not opened. I would ask that you not try to open it yourself. I sense great evil from it, and I do wish my brethren and I to remain safe here. Oh, I pray that my God will someday forgive my great trespass and restore my sight. I doubt it. Be careful in the levels below, and remember that the gods will likely not allow to take the artifact for themselves for long. Remember that. Godspeed. Okay. And here we have Zalus and Garuk.
Good day to you.
I am Zalus, and I have been assisting Cesar in researching the rod below. I truly thank you for helping us.
I trust that all is well.
You have our thanks, friend. We have been able to do only so much against the Beholder without our eyes. Clangadin, watch over ye. Okay. Check for traps in these chests and then rob these people. Rob them blind. I'm sorry.
The mobile vegetable peddling business together. Pardon turnip reflex. At once, your worship.
Okay. Lower resistance. And +2 bolts. I don't care about those. Let's just keep this here.
It's treason, then.
As for the sarcophagus, indeed we can interact with it and try to open it, but we will not do that.
You need my
At least not right now.
Rest.
But later, my friends, we shall see what this sarcophagus holds. Oh, trap. Wraith. Okay, these can definitely drain levels. Can you shoot? Thank you. Injured. Nice. Now, I think you have one berserking left, so enrage, my friend. Improved haste.
You know, this reminds me.
And go kill some things.
Way back.
Attaboy, Corgan. No, you stay back. Stay back, I told you. Anything else here? Nope.
So be it.
Is this a
When the
door?
day be done, the day be done. How
It is a
rest
door.
no argument.
Okay, let's not stand in front of this door because it could be dangerous.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. A standard.
What is over here? Okay, we cannot open it by
Execute order
lockpicking it.
66.
So, my people are tired. Let's refresh our buffs. And then let us sleep.
Be sure service.
Okay. So let us rest and check out the level below.
For good killing grounds, nevertheless.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Do it.
This is a very peculiar place, isn't it? Some weird architectural stuff. Okay, trap. The mouth of this statue seems to be screaming. This is a okay. Wandering horror. Let's not have none of your
Bother me.
stuff today.
Who stands at the
Here
door?
one
For the Doomguard, I strike a blow!
Not dead. Wandering horror cast wandering horror. Fair enough.
Me axe be bloody ready.
This sparrow is ready to fly.
Yeah. Let Edwin go, please. Jan, not Jan. I don't want to spin the berserking because of one enemy.
Bark your orders
Let's see if we can actually do
already.
this without using berserking. If I get level drained, I'm gonna be very upset. Vaconia, magic resistance. Move back. Okay. Good. God damn it,
You
man.
got it.
Now, Natha.
It's
Okay, so you two come over here.
What?
In case this
We're
happens
quipping
again.
About? It shall be done with skill and care, if not quicker.
Okay, so we have Tinser's Transformation. This is a weird spell, actually. It lasts for 1 round per level. It only affects the caster. And Tinser's Transformation is a sight guaranteed to astound any creature not aware of its power. For when the wizard casts a spell, he undergoes a startling transformation. The size and strength of the wizard increase to heroic proportions, and he becomes a formidable fighting machine. This spell causes the caster to become a berserk fighter. His hit points double, and all damage he sustains is first detracted from this magically gained life. His armor class gains a +4 bonus up to a maximum armor class of -10. And all his attacks are made as though he were a fighter of the same level. That is, the wizard uses the combat values normally reserved to fighters, although no extra attacks per round are gained. Each attack also receives a +2 bonus to hit and damage rolls. Okay. I actually thought this disabled spellcasting. I'm not sure. If he becomes a fighter... Because if this is actually good, I could give this to Erdlis. Something to consider. These over here are not that important. Although, actually, enchanted weapon... No, I don't need it. Okay, it's only +3. If it were enchantment as a +4 weapon, it would have been much better. Okay, and I can take the jewelry,
my friend.
or the gems in this case. Okay. Let's go. Gibberlings here? Really? You're not even worth the Mel's minute meters I'm spending. But okay. What else have we got? Okay, some ghosts. And some mummies. They're not greater mummies, so they shouldn't be too problematic. Let's see how much damage one skull trap does to them. I don't think I need any more. Use them back. No, no. No, no. Man, these people are dangerous when they finish their minute meteors. What? A great tear in the earth has split asunder the structure before you. The roof of the structure is covered in tiny but intricate designs. You would do well to investigate them. Okay.
I'll do it for a turnip.
Let's investigate traps first. Go figure, huh? Let's also refresh our meteors so that we stop going into melee.
I can't. I'm allergic. Well,
anything else up here?
I'm not that allergic.
Oh, we can interact with the roof. Okay, I think that's what he was talking about. Anything over here? No. Okay.
Do it.
Let's check this out. Guardian. The bridge has fallen and ends in death. Call forth the name to summon the path. What is the bridge? What? The bridge has fallen and ends in death. Call forth the name to summon the path. What is the bridge? Well, life ends in death. But the life has fallen? Well, still, I guess life. Life is the bridge that must end in death, though duty may hold it at bay. You have spoken of the bridge, but this alone is not enough. You are not alone on the bridge. Call forth the name to summon the path. It travels with you, and through it you travel, and yet it does leave you behind. Who is with you? The bridge, life, my father. Charity, what the hell? The air, friendship, time, and the road. I'm guessing time. So I'm not alone on the bridge. Time travels with me, and through time I travel. And yet, it leaves me behind. Yeah, I think it's time. I mean, also the road. Although the road does not travel with me. Time. Time is with you and you travel through it, and all the while it moves away. Time goes on with and without you, though duty may make it wait. The bridge is not stable, and the end changes place. Call forth the name to summon the path. Choose the most difficult step on the bridge. Interesting. The first one, for there is fear in the unknown. The current one, for it alone is my choice. And the last one, as the end of the journey is death. The current one, for it alone is my choice. If it's my choice, it's the difficult one. The other ones are easy. The current step may be your first and may also be your last. The other two are abstract. This one is yours to choose and shape, though duty may force the choosing. You have summoned the path and may join in the guarding. Duty awaits you. Okay, so we've gained 42,250 experience and the bridge has been rebuilt. Now, on the other side of this bridge is something particularly nasty. With a screech of stone on stone, the bridge repairs itself and allows access to the other side. The voice offers no further riddles. Okay. So, what's on the other side is a group of friends we just found on the sewers earlier on.
Yes, it is.
So we are gonna deal with them the same way we dealt with the ones in the sewer. We're gonna use some summons. Because the particularly nasty thing about beholders is that you can buff yourself up to infinity. Okay, you can buff yourself with whatever you want. They will throw a ray of dispelling, or whatever it's called, and it's gonna strip all of your magical protections. So, it's really not safe to go up against beholders. However, Mr. Skeletons are very magic resistant, and they're summoned, so if they get killed, I don't really care. And they're also immune to stuff like death magic and all that stuff, so it could be very useful. So let's protect ourselves from evil. Just as some generic buffs, because if we do end up going against the beholders for some reason, even though they will strip out my buffs eventually, I want to have as much as I can at the start. And at most, I'm gonna send Mr. Corgan ahead, because he's the one that has negative save versus spell, death, and all that stuff. So he can get dispelled, but he should at least stay alive. He will not get disintegrated. Now, is there anything else I want to give my people here? I'm gonna just throw out a haste, and also a golem. Can you? Okay.
Go bother someone else.
I want an improved haste on Corgan. Okay. So, Corgan and friends are gonna check out the other side of this road. And I also need to send Corgan just to give sight to my summons, because without Corgan I won't be able to see much. So, Berserk. And let's go. So, 3 beholders and 1 goth. Let's see if Corgan can survive this. Okay, Corgan's already dispelled, as you can see. Okay, killed him. Good job. Okay, Corgan's starting to get hit. He can handle it, he can handle it. Good job, my friend, good job. What else is there? Okay, I think we're safe now. Whoa! Are you okay? Yeah, so this is why I like sending Corgan ahead. His saving throws are just way too good to neglect it. Ooh. There's a container here.
What? Is there a clue?
Is it trapped?
This reminds me of that time way back.
You come back here.
Don't yell. I can hear you just fine.
Does not appear to be trapped. Or locked.
Yes, a standard tactic that.
Hmm. What this be? Oh, a simple Warhammer +2. Okay, so this is to sell. Vicky.
Yours to command.
Heal our friend there. He's missing 61 points of health, so this should be enough. Wonderful. Our skeleton warriors weren't actually dispelled. Funny enough. Ooh, I forgot the trap.
Yon. Oh, I can do that.
Sometimes the traps persist, even after being triggered. Yo, yo. He's breakdancing.
Parton got it.
Are we cool, Jan?
I can feel
Okay,
your
I think we're cool.
anger. So be it.
This is a very strange place. Diseased one. Hello. This is exactly what I was thinking. That's it? I'm a stranger in your time-lost, buried city and all you say is hello? What would you have me say? Shall I proclaim the wonder of your arrival? Shall I bemoan the terrible length of the ages? Should my knees buckle at the very sight of you? I'm sure it would make you feel important, but I've simply no interest in you. I think you'll find we care about very little at all. Okay. Has life lost all meaning for you? Why stay here if it has? Ah, you wish the exposition. Typical. I should really write this down so I don't have to keep repeating it. Not that we have had a lot of visitors. We are the Guardians. We guard the temple. This is very important because every few hundred years someone almost wanders this way. We have forgotten what it is that we guard, we have forgotten how many generations we have been here, and we have forgotten what it is to have purpose. What is this affliction you all have? You look to be suffering from a disease. It is a decay of our minds and souls. We grow to hate the power that sustains us, so it rots us from the inside. There is no cure, there is no escape, there is no end. And the temple? Who is it dedicated to? The temple? It has been so long since we have uttered the god's name, it has been forgotten by most. What loyalty do we owe a creature that would condemn us to this? Then I will try to release you somehow. Do what you will, there is no escape for us. We have accepted this. We teach it to the newly young, who then teach it to the old that die and are reborn. The deal which placed us here has been followed to the letter, and we are never to be released from service, no matter how pointless the task. You will fail. You cannot help but fail. We know this. We expect nothing other. You worship suffering like a martyr of ill matter, but you lack pride or purpose. I do not know this name you speak of, but even the name of our own god is lost, so it is not surprising. We direct nothing but loathing to the temple now. Take what you will, we are guardians in name only. We might as well be simple mindless skeletons. Interesting NPC.
Order 66.
I do love the the thought that went into some of these NPCs and areas. This is really interesting. Soon to sleep and wake, no sooner dead than born. Stay here too long and you might find yourself strapped to the wheel of fortune too. Okay. So I'm guessing these guys are in an endless cycle? Or a loop to guard the temple?
You're a stranger.
You want to see what we made? You go into the temple and see what we made. We can't because it's ours. We forget. We can see it, but cannot fight it. You speak beyond your years. How old are you? I am 9 years in this life. They say my soul is the oldest of us. I am tired. Go see what we made. It's pretty. I wish I could see it. Can't fight it. It is yours, but you cannot see it. What do you mean? The fanatic is always right. Cannot see his hatred. It is his, but he cannot see. Huh. So, there's hatred inside a temple?
Who are you?
Leave me alone, you just leave and go. How old are you, child? Doesn't matter. I'll be old and then young a dozen more times. Go away.
The axe be
Okay.
bloody fine.
Let me just check out this area. As you look through the door, you see that the interior of this building has fallen into disrepair. It would be foolish to enter.
Yeah?
Away with you, shadows. We are in darkness already. What do you mean by that? I'm no shadow. No, perhaps not, but we are in darkness. The light of the sun did shine, but it has gone away. And we curse the night. Leave us be. You can do nothing. Okay, ready? So all that remains is to actually enter this temple and see what the hell is going on. And if what the child is saying is correct, we should be seeing the hatred of these zealots. Empathic manifestation. Badly injured. Now, they say that we cannot fight it, yes? Why can we not fight it?
Abyss be paid well for
Whoa.
this.
Sorry, I misclicked. Hate is here. Here is hate. Attack with anger and feed the hate. The hate. Okay, so apparently he feeds on hatred. And he's badly injured. So what if we do the opposite of fighting it and attacking it?
Shah guides
What
my
if we do
hand.
something else? What if we heal it?
Button.
Hate, suffering, I feed on these. They harm me not, I feed.
From here, you will witness the
I
final
got me
destruction
phone,
of the
right?
Alliance.
Don't interrupt.
End your insignificant rebellion.
Healed.
Victory as you desire.
Did it work? It did.
Walks in the temple of Eye. Speak of yourself. You are almost beyond the sight of Eye.
So we are speaking to an avatar. I could say the same of you. Are you the chief resident of this temple? I am I. The temple is I, though it is not safe for even I. The beast does kill my form repeatedly. You have slain it, but for a small time. It comes again and again. The beast is a fell deity, for it has more power than I can muster. My legion of followers feed the creature, and I am weakened and fading. Such power the beast has. If this is your temple, then you have no legion. Your followers do not follow you. But they must serve. It is the letter of the agreement. They are to guard, and I would provide for their lives. This was to be for all time. Until what? They die and are reborn to guard against nothing. No one comes. Then it is little wonder I cannot defeat the beast. It is their loathing and pathos, and it has become their object of worship, whether they know it or not. The time has passed. I am not here and will not again. Even the great device has waned in power and is not so epic a danger as once I thought. A pathetic existence for a god indeed, not forgotten enough to finally die. Perhaps one day such a fate will await Dark Loth. One can only hope.
I weep for my children. Their hate sustains this place, though they would intend otherwise. Had they not thought of me at all, I would have perished, and soon after so would they.
Is there anything I can do to help you? The letter of the bargain was that I protect the great device until the end of time. The creator races were very specific. I will reinterpret the words, for it is surely the end of my time. The intent of the bargain was that the great device would not be used again. If it is indeed the end of time, then my last act should be to destroy it. I have not the power to do so. It is needed first. Perhaps we could help each other.
Yes, I see in your mind the way to release this place. You seek the great device for another, though you owe them no allegiance, and they intend to kill you. The cause is simple. You will take the great device, the piece that I possess, and ye shall combine it with the piece the creature already has. The assembled rod would surely destroy the beast. You must use the item upon the beast, and then return it to me. Use it but once, or you will perish under its power. Tell my people that you carry the piece that I give you, that you might deplete it, that you go to restore its components so that it may be disposed of as a whole, not in part. My people must know I intend to destroy it when you return. But more, they must know I intend to end their service. This simple act of bringing together the two parts of the rod will instill a small amount of faith for an instant. If they are in my presence, such an instant will allow me to destroy the artifact.
Man, this is really cool. The fact that this god is waning because the followers outside have even forgotten who their god was. The fact that they loathe the temple has created a demon inside that's gonna attack their own god. It's gonna prevent them from seeing their god. All they see now is hatred. All that they worship now and loathe is the temple itself. And so the god has no power because he has no faith. However, by doing something such as this, which seems impossible for these people for so long, can instill a small amount of faith in them. And that faith will give him the power to finally complete his task, releasing everyone from their service. Man, this is awesome, honestly. Okay, have you not the power to do any of this? Why do you need me? The energies of my followers are directed at this place, not at me. Should I try to leave, I would likely lose my form, only to return in the temple some years later. You must do this. Their loathing sustains the cycle. They must have a moment of hope, such that I will be empowered to free them. Okay, I will help you. Give me the device. Take it, and plant the seed of hope within my followers. They may not believe you now, but when you return, they will perhaps have a spark. So, we have come all this way only to find that this item is practically useless. Bah! The device's effect on the beholder had better be worth it. And we have gained an item, the Rift device part. Well, that's all very interesting. Much more so than the last time I met a god. Oh, come on. I have been fortunate to see the odd deity in my time on the plains. At least those times that they chose to travel openly, that is. What manner of encounter do you speak of? Man, Jan is gonna spin some kind of weird ass story. It was Ogma, the god of knowledge. Although I can't say I really met him, I suppose as he was drunk and fast asleep in Cousin Roffer's back lawn. Or perhaps I should say on Cousin Roffer's back lawn. He was a giant of an avatar, sprawled out and snoring. I wonder how you get a god drunk. I truly doubt that happened, Jan. But it's true. Someone had drawn a mustache on him and yanked his underwear clear up to his shoulder blades. No idea who, but all I can think is that it must have been one hell of a party. But if you won't believe me, well, as much as it hurts poor old Jan, I suppose there's nothing I can do about it. Poor Jan Jansen, he's such a liar, boo-hoo. One of these days you'll be squashed like a bug for your impudence, gnome. Not even I would make such casual mockery of the gods. Oh, level up for Palpatine. That is truly wonderful. Something to think about in between episodes. I will not waste your time with me looking at spells. Don't you worry. What is this? Ooh. Okay. Okay, I figured. This is to... if you don't have a healing spell, I believe. you can use that on the demon. Okay. So we got a rift device part. This is the first part of the rift device rod. This section of the rod is highly coveted by the Unseeing Eye. Okay.
I can feel your anger.
But now what happens? So I have a part of it. I have spoken to the avatar of a god that no longer has the faith of the guardians who live in this dungeon. He asked me to take the relic he has vowed to protect and combine it with the half that the beholder has. I may use the completed item to destroy the beholder on several conditions. 1. It can only be used once. 2. I tell these people I intend to complete the item so that it can be returned here and be destroyed fully. 3. I bring the completed rod back and instill even the briefest moment of faith in his people so the avatar might have the power to destroy the rod and end the service of the guardians have been bound to. Okay, but where is the beholder?
Yes?
Have you enjoyed your visit? Of course you found nothing, and of course you will leave empty-handed. That is, you have the great device. What are you doing with that? It cannot be moved. It has not been moved in millennia. It is the will of your god that it be taken from this place and weakened. I do not believe you. Nothing has changed in ages. If you have the great device, it is only because our god is weaker than we imagined. You will see. It is to be destroyed when I return. You will be free of your duty. Nothing changes here. You will not return. We will not be freed. There is nothing to lend our faith but hate and loathing. Go. It is the last we will see of you.
Execute.
Yeah, we'll see about that, my friend.
66.
Corgan, why are you hasted? Stop it.
Good.
Skeletons, come on.
Do it.
Join me. But there is okay, I guess I'll go and speak to the blind guy near the sarcophagus again and see if he has any new information for me. Because currently I have no way to actually meet this beholder. Maybe I can show them the device and they will think me worthy of the Great One's service and allow me entrance into some secret place. That would be cool. We'll find out.
It's treason, then.
We still have this door, which you cannot open. Can we open it with the... No. Okay. I was wondering if by having the device the door would open, but no.
Group drop any lower? Evidently so.
Is that you? Have you returned successful?
Yes. I have half of the rod here with me. Most excellent, my lord. Most wonderful. Let me tell you then how the second half of the rod can be acquired. Ah, okay. The Unseeing Eye is in a great pit in the center of the cult compound. You cannot enter the pit by the stairs. The beholder's minions would slay you. But you must get into the pit. There is a niche where the beholder stores his treasures, including the rod. There is a safe way to get to that niche. Really? One of our friends is still in the cult. You must approach him and say the phrase, "The eye is blind." He will then know who you are and be able to help you. You will find him by the pit of the faithless. Do hurry, my lord. The beholder continues to mesmerize and murder the innocent even as we speak. Okay, I shall go immediately and locate this pen you speak of. Praise the gods. I wish you well, my lord. Remember, do not speak to Gaul. If he senses that you have half of the rod, the plan is doomed. Speak only to Tad. Okay. Okay, so now we have a plan. And that plan, for now, consists in... I wanted to heal Vaconia, but that's not going to happen. Consists in ending this episode here. We now know where to go. We had a very, very interesting piece of story, at least in my opinion, when dealing with the diseased ones and the avatar in the temple below. I do love that area, that section, that story, all that lore and what's happening over there. We have a new objective, which is to speak to Tad, which is apparently a spy for these. I could call this the resistance, like 3 people here, 3 blind people. It's the blind leading the blind, but still. And we'll have to speak to him and see if we can find the other half of the great device and be rid of this evil beholder once and for all. So yeah, I'm gonna call the episode here. I hope you guys are having fun with these episodes. And as always, I want to thank you all for being here in the channel, watching some Baldur's Gate 2 with me. Any thoughts, any questions, you know what to do. Leave a comment, I love to read them. If you want to get notified about future videos coming to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe everyone.